Welcome to this podcast channel, Center of Excellence Pharma 4. In today's episode, I am going to discuss about Pharma 4 and patient centricity aligning digital strategies. Let me give you my introduction. My name is Jayan Joshi. I am having more than 45 years of industry experience and my passion is for adoption of emerging technologies to achieve business excellence, mainly in the pharma and regulatory industry. We already have our YouTube channel, Center of Excellence Pharma 4, where we are focusing about emerging technologies, digital transformation, and Pharma 4. This channel has got 225 videos as on today. We have also launched a course on smart manufacturing in pharma on Udemy platform, which is just having about 12 modules and discussing about various aspects about manufacturing and digital supply chain. Recently, we have launched a podcast channel, Center of Excellence Pharma 4, which has got more than 10 episodes. And today's episode, I'm going to discuss about Pharma 4 and patient centricity, how we can align the digital strategies and how digital transformations in Pharma 4 can build up a patient-centric approaches so that the patient gets more uh, confidence with your product about pricing, about quality, about delivery and everything else. Yeah. So let's look at it. What are the factors which really contribute into this particular area? So the first and most important thing is we have to get familiar with the Pharma 4 concepts. Pharma 4 is actually expecting the integration about entire pharma manufacturing and digital supply chain, where emphasis is on digital technologies like cloud, artificial intelligence, machine learning, Internet of Things, big data, robotics, blockchain, chatbots, and many more things which are really coming up. How we define a patient centricity? Patient centricity is giving that importance of the patient because they're your customer. And the center of excellence is achieving into the pharma processes, into drug discovery, drug development, manufacturing processes, warehouse operation, distribution, logistic. So everything finally gets linked up, connected to the patient. And patient must get confidence with your product, services, everything. Now we are how we are going to align the various digital strategies which are getting developed and they should match the patient's expectation, patient's needs and all. That is what is in the focus areas which is where this episode is targeted actually. So there are digital tools which are now developed and these tools understand what are the patient preferences are there, what improvements they expect into the engagement, how they expect the tailored products and then the services from company from the products and everything. And how digital thing is helping and data driven decision is uh, driven which captures the data from the patients and goes on compiling, does that analytics and all that. And those details are used for the further improvements into the patient's relationships and all that. Now, most important thing over here is the communication between the patients and then the companies and then the other strategies which companies are working on the expectations of the customers or the patients and all that. So facilitating communication between the companies, healthcare service providers, patients is very important, and this is what we should really target it on. Then comes the regulatory requirements. As you know, pharma industry is driven by a lot of regulatory requirements, and maintaining all that documentation is very challenging. The compliances are the most important thing, and that compliances gives a confidence to the patients also. So patient centricity is depends upon not only digital but regulatory compliances also. So this is emphasizing aligning the digital strategies onto patient centricity, which will also drive the innovation and improving the healthcare outcome, by adopting the Pharma 4 technology principles and all that. So, which are those digital tools and how they are responding it and all is going to get it discussed into next thing and all. So as we are seeing that communication plays an important role, so digital marketing is contributing a lot into building up a strong relationship with the customers and the patients and all that. Now, what are those things that are coming up, the various channels which are driving this digital marketing? Let's focus and discuss them in short, actually. The first and most important thing is about email marketing. So, email marketing is a very powerful tool which is a direct communication with the patients and all, and it allows for a personalized content delivery, which includes about product updates, about the newsletters, about the educational material. It channels for build up a relationship about the trust and all that, making a most effective strategy in the digital marketing, pharma marketing and all that. The second one is about social media marketing. Like social media marketing, there are platforms like LinkedIn, the Twitter or X, the Facebook, and some more. The groups are also there, and that is increasing the importance of engaging with the audience and all that. They provide opportunities to share educational content, promote about the new treatments, then interact with directly with the customers or patients and all. And despite these regulatory challenges, social media remains a vital channel for building up a brand awareness and in the community about the patients and centricity is basically developed it and all that. The next is content marketing. Content marketing focuses on creating a valuable and relevant information tailored to the specific needs of the audiences actually. As you know, the audiences depends upon the gender, depends upon the age group, depends upon the uh, needs of the products which they expected or the diseases which they are having it and all that. And then you can build up a blog, then post it onto them. You can have a white paper, you can have a videos, you can have a infographics. These are aimed to educate the those groups or the patients and all that. And then that about their health conditions and treatments can benefit them, they can educate them. And that's where the content marketing is established with a thought leadership and a brand credibility and all, which is very important into this. Then comes the digital marketing. Digital advertising is also coming up. There may be some of the products which go more onto digital advertising side, like you can have a pay and per click basis or there maybe some banner ads. It all depends upon the what are the different types of products which you are offering and to which sector, segment, geographic diseases you are offering it and all that. And then that is a more precise target marketing and all. And then the real time performance tracking really helps it around. And this is also a critical component, one of the factors in the digital marketing strategies which we are discussing it and all that. Another thing is catching up is mobile. As you have seen, maybe 10 years with the smart mobile phones, a lot of capabilities are being developed over here. So there are now many companies or many medical education uh, area, activities are developed, and then they have various tools which uh, are targeted to the patients and all. And then this application tool, they go on offering the access to the various informations and the links to the resources available onto the net and all that. And then they can connect not only locally but at a global market, so that there is an interaction with some of the patient who can connect with those companies and get all the research data or the developments into the product, or the pricing, or maybe any marketing technologies and all is available. Then there is the influencer marketing, leveraging influencers like such as the healthcare professionals or patient advocates and all. They can help pharma companies to reach to the broader audience authentically, and then influencer can share their experiences or insights from the about the products and all that, and then that can build a trust with the patients and all that. So patient centricity gets enhanced and all that, and patients are building up a more confidence with those particular companies and products and the brands and all that. Then there is the online communities and the forums are also there. Now this is also a new area which is catching up and all that. There are patients maybe to tell some about the thing is that maybe diabetic patient or cardiac patient or those who are having some orthopedic problems or any information required onto that. So those forums can really build up, and then uh, pharma companies can allow them to connect with those patients directly and get their feedback, and then that really builds the confidence with the other patient by understanding how others have used those products or services and how they are benefited and all that. They can discuss their concerns with directly to the other patients and all that. So patient centricity goes on building it up and all that. And this is also a valuable information sharing, which really helps it and all that. So some of those things which are now catching up. So the let's come to some conclusion that utilizing email marketing, social media, content marketing, digital advertising, webinar, mobile application, influencer partnerships, all those various things which I discussed over here, all those have to integrate depending upon the company, the product, the market which they are targeting. They can focus, they can draw their strategies accordingly and make use of those things, and which will really help them to improve the customer centricity, patient centricity, and all that. Now, what is the role of artificial intelligence can play in building up this patient communication? Is the most important thing. As you know, everyone is that artificial intelligence is playing a very important role. It's a very transformative role to build a personalized patient communication, actually. What I discussed earlier was in general, but now if you are really looking, the companies are looking at for the personalized patient centricity and all that, depending upon the person, his ideas, his requirements are also playing an important role. And instead of talking about a general for a group or for an audience or something like that, AI can really help in one-to-one communications and all that. So AI-powered solutions will enable pharmaceutical company to engage patients in a more meaningful ways, actually. So by analyzing the vast amount of patients' data, artificial intelligence can identify individual needs, individual preferences, individual behaviors, and this will allow them to tailor their communication that fosters to the trust and partnership between the patients and the healthcare providers, or maybe the brands or the companies or the pharmaceutical manufacturers and all that. And this personalization can significantly improve patient satisfaction and adherence to treatments actually, which can, and then there some projections are there that this can really help and enhance medications adherence to up to even up to 80% and all that actually. Then comes the predictive analytics. As we know, artificial intelligence have many more capabilities and all. So predictive analytics is one of that. So by leveraging your predictive analytics, artificial intelligence can anticipate patient needs and the preferences and all. And this involves analyzing the historical data to forecast future behaviors, enabling healthcare providers to proactively engage patients with timely information, constantly sharing, building up a relationship directly with the patients really helps a lot and all that. So just to share you an example, artificial intelligence systems can identify patients at risk for a certain condition. They may have some uh, things like challenges from using a particular drug, may create some another health issues or something like that. So in which case the companies can see their personal records and personalized recommendations can be sent, or maybe advising them for the necessary lifestyle changes and then or preventive measures and all, which is really carrying a lot actually. Artificial intelligence also helps to build up a continuous monitoring and support also, which facilitates ongoing patients monitoring things, and now wearable devices and health applications are coming up, which can really track the vital signs about that particular patient's information and health indicators. And this real-time data collection enables healthcare providers to adjust their treatment plans or something accordingly to that individual response, and that helps a lot to the patients and all that. So patient centricity goes on improving, goes on with continuous monitoring and all. And this 24 by 7 support will have a now, virtual assistants also to helping to the patients to manage their health proactively and all that. So, if you look at it and summarize it, artificial intelligence is revolutionizing the personalized patient communication, and then that enables the tailoring about the engagement strategies, optimizing treatment plans, and even predictive analytics, and providing the continuous support to them. And this is shifting to a more personalized approach and builds up, enhances the patient's outcomes and strengthening the relationship. So Pharma 4 is onto manufacturing side, and then that gets extended to the patient centricity. This is how the whole thing is going to get integrated and all that. So I just tried to give you a brief into this particular episode. But as I discussed in the beginning about this episode, uh, please do connect with us onto our YouTube channel, Center of Excellence Pharma 4. Also connect with Smart Manufacturing if you are into pharma manufacturing professionals and all that. And then do subscribe our this podcast channel. Share with your network also. Share your comments, thoughts, and if you feel that we should really target some of the other business challenges which you're facing up, please do share that also. Thank you.